On the 8th of May 1945, Victory in Europe Day marked the end of the Second World War, following Germany's unconditional surrender the day before. 80 years on, Citizens Advice, Telford the Wrekin are looking back at VE Day in the local community, back before Telford existed as it does today, and our own history as we open our new offices. In 1945, Telford had not yet been created as a new town. Instead, the area consisted of multiple smaller towns. These were Dawley, Little Wenlock, Oakengates and Wellington. VE Day was celebrated across these towns and is remembered fondly among residents. VE Day was a massive celebration, celebrated nationally on the 8th of May 1945, with celebrations across the towns and cities of the UK. Citizens Advice was formed in 1939, just after World War II was declared, to meet the needs of the civil population during wartime. This support continued through the war to VE Day, and we are still supporting people across the country.
Citizens Advice Bureau? Yes, certainly I can give you advice about your poultry. Well, hens usually do, you know. There's probably a poultry club in your district, but if there isn't, get on to the Domestic Poultry Keepers' Council and they'll help you get one formed. Yes, that's right. Just a moment, please. Can I help?
Yes. We came about extra clothing coupons for my wife.
Oh, yes. Well, that's over there.
Thank you.
In that way, you can pool your ideas.
I wish I could help you, but I'm afraid we can't do anything about extra clothing coupons, even though you are to be a bride. I'm afraid it's either curtains or that new two-piece. But I'm sure you understand. Still, cheer up. You can have a party. Go along to the food office. I'll give you the address. And they'll make out a permit for extra allowances of food for the wedding breakfast. Thank you. The best of luck.
I'm a clerk in the civil service and I work in Whitehall. But I'm hanged if I can make head or tail of this, or this, or this. Now, can you help me?
No.
No?
No. But he can. He loves them.
Thank you. You're my friend for life. You can do these, but I doubt it.
I expect we'll manage.
Life's hard enough without having to move at my age.
Oh, come, it's not as bad as that. Perhaps he can't turn you out. Is the house controlled?
My language won't be controlled if I have to quit.
If you're paying a pre-war rent, and that's controlled by law, you stand a better chance of fighting the case.
Just as well.
We have a poor man's lawyer who comes here every Tuesday and Friday, and I suggest you come back on Tuesday, and we'll get him to go into the matter, and perhaps you won't have to leave your home.
When he was at home, how much did your son contribute?
30 shillings a week.
And you're not working?
No, I just keep the home going. My husband was killed in the last war.
I don't think you'll have any trouble. This is what you must do. First, tell your son to see his CO and get a dependence allowance form.
A dependence allowance form.
And then you'll have to answer a few questions. If you have any difficulty, there's a body in your district who'll help you. The Soldiers, Sailors and Airmen's Families Association.
It's such a relief to talk to someone about these matters.
I know. While your son's away, do call in. If I can be of any help, I shall be so glad.
Thank you.
Help you with soap rationing? Yes, that's a problem for all of us these days.
I've got 4 children to wash for. Then there's my husband. He's in munitions. It all takes soap.
Soap? That's what I came to see about.
Hello, Mrs. Lane. You got your washing problems too.
I should say, oh, that lad of mine.
I have an idea. Now, you two know each other.
Yes, we're neighbours.
Then why don't you do your washing together?
How do you mean?
Well, 1 week at your place, the next week at hers. Or better still, rope in 2 or 3 neighbours as well. And in that way, you'd save soap and fuel, and I think you'd enjoy yourselves.
Well, if you're willing.
I'm willing, all right. It'll half the work if we do it together.
That's grand. Goodbye.
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 What kind of soap do you use?
Whatever I can get my hands on. My old man shuts when he comes home from work at a disgrace. You never saw anything like that.
Well, we've answered a lot of problems today. I feel like a quiz machine.
That reminds me I have a problem of my own. I must fill up my fuel application form or I shan't get any coal.
Oh, I haven't done mine yet.
Now, there's one point. Mr. Davis, you understand these things. We're growing tomatoes in the hothouse and I want coke for the boiler. Now, should I apply for that under item 13 here of section B, where it says fuel for exceptional domestic purposes?
Well, it all depends. Are you growing them for your own use or to sell?
Oh, we shall sell some.
If the black fly don't get them.
The first Citizens Advice Office in Telford opened in Wellington in 1963. After just 2 years, 1,700 cases had been dealt with, most of which related to family and housing. The second Citizens Advice Office in Telford opened in 1972 in Madeley. As the service became more needed, our third office in the town centre was also opened in the 70s. Across the 3 offices in 1981, we had nearly 8,000 inquiries from clients in Telford. This number increased by a further 40% in 1982 as a result of recession, and the need for our service continued to grow from then on. Because of this increase in demand throughout the 1980s, an outreach service in Newport was opened. This was turned into its own Citizens Advice Office in 1990, but still operates as an outreach to this day. In 1989, we celebrated 50 years of the Citizens Advice Service and created an event space in the shopping centre to transport visitors back to our wartime roots, much like we're doing for the 80th anniversary of VE Day in 2025. For staff and volunteers throughout the 1990s, the way in which they worked changed drastically with technological improvements throughout the decade. In 1999, the 3 Citizens Advice offices merged into one, Citizens Advice Telford and the Wrekin. We recently celebrated our 25th anniversary and continue to support clients across the borough through our outreach locations. In 2013, our offices moved to Tan Bank in Wellington, and we have recently moved again to Sire House near the town centre. Despite all the changes to our offices, technology and the staff and volunteers who have worked with us over the years, the issues we see have remained similar, and we have always been here to assist our clients with them. Citizens Advice has been the people's champion from 1939 through to 2025 and beyond. If you need any support or advice from Citizens Advice Telford and the Wrekin, contact or visit us today.